Welcome back, everybody. It's great to have you.
Hey, thanks for being here. So the future of this channel and the life update, that's the topic for today. If you're not interested, skip along. But if you're interested, stick with us. I think we have some interesting information to share with you. But we're going to start with life update. What's been going on, Janelle?
Okay, so I feel like our summer has been busy, although we haven't really gone anywhere.
Yeah, so if you got to the end of the summer thinking, oh, we didn't do a big trip and we wasted our summer and, well...
That's okay.
Yeah, we didn't do a big trip.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like the Lord had beautiful things, like beautiful connections to be made this summer, and you know what He wanted happened. And I know sometimes I feel disappointed at the end of the summer if we don't do something, but it's okay. It was still beautiful. So anyhow, so this summer, because we moved into our new place about 10 months ago, there was a lot of work to be done around here. So there was some big projects that you accomplished this summer. One was you built a really long fence with our friend Francois.
Thanks, Francois.
Yeah, who came and spent a week with us, with his family, while their children were gone to one of the Ignite camps that we were talking about last week. Yeah. And then we also, there's projects that we never got to, like planting some raspberry bushes, which are still in their pots, I'm embarrassed to say.
Our son keeps on walking in here.
Pascal, come sit with us.
Want to say hi? Come.
You know what? You're scared of the lights.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Pascal turned 2 in June. Oh, he wants to go play with his cars.
You want to say hi? No. Okay, let's go play with the cars.
We might need to recruit some help here. Oh, he got his car. Okay, so you ready to sit down for a little bit? So we never got to planting our raspberry plants, but that's okay. We can still get that done. This summer, basically what we did is it started out with going to the Family Life Conference at the beginning of July, where Ken and I spoke, and that was an incredible conference. It was beautiful. Our family went. And then we have to find some help. Okay, well...
Raspberries.
Yeah, so I think we can move on from the raspberries. Anyhow, we'll get to them. We did swimming lessons with our children, so that was a full week, twice a day. Then our kids did vacation Bible school at our parish. Then our children did different summer camps through face-to-face ministries. And, we got our front deck done, which was like a huge plus because now people can come in through our front door. So if you come to visit us, you can come through our front door now.
You don't have to use the side.
Yeah. And you spent a lot of time outside building trails and doing that fence.
Yes. Yeah. I just, we have some trees in the back and I just wanted some trails to walk through, to pray for the kids to ride the bikes through it. And so got one big loop done. Going to do some more, but it was a really, really enjoyable. So even though we didn't do a big trip, I feel like there was lots of wonderful things that happened this summer. How's your pregnancy?
Oh, good. Really good. I'm 21 weeks along now, and everything seemed, honestly, it's like been a huge blessing. I feel like other than last night, I had those leg cramps. I don't know if you're a woman, you probably know what I'm talking about, where your legs just seize up and it's super painful. But other than that, I think it's been pretty good. The first trimester, I felt a little bit sick, but...
Which is typical?
Yeah, and now I feel pretty normal. It's like this is like the great stage of pregnancy where you're not super huge, you're not super tired, and things feel pretty good.
And some big changes in Janelle's life.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or did you want?
I want to mention one other thing that we did this summer, because it's kind of impacted our kids a lot. Especially we got 3 kittens. We've never had pets before, ever. And these are not in-house cats. They are outdoor cats. But they sure bring a lot of excitement and joy to our family.
They do.
Even to you, you're warming up to them.
Yeah, I'm not an animal type of person. I know that's gonna disappoint some people out there, but I've just never really enjoyed that part of God's creation. I had to maybe have a conversion there. But the cats, 3 of them, they're okay. Yeah. I can pet them now.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. So at the end of July, I officially retired, if you want to call it that, from leading my online faith and fitness accountability group. So 10 years ago, I began leading these online groups. I had finished teaching. I was a teacher prior to this, and Ken was gone so much, and I needed to be home with the little ones. And I was like, well, what else could I do to help provide some income for our family? And so I started this online business, and it was really great, and God blessed it in many, many ways. I've met so many incredible people, and it helped me to stay in shape and, consistent with my exercise and my health. And after 10 years, it just, a friend approached me and said, hey, are you still doing that online faith and fitness stuff? And I was like, yeah. But there was a question mark there, like, yeah, but should I still be doing it? And I always told God, like, if he wants it to fold, let it fold, and I'll be happy to let it go. And so upon talking with you and talking with, getting some spiritual counsel, it just seemed like this was the direction that God was calling me.
Yes, because the direction is slightly new now, because you're going to be doing something newer, or...
Well, I'll just be more consistent with you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. I already feel like I'm really consistent with you on here, but maybe you don't feel that way.
Well, I think what it'll do is it'll give you time to do research and to read, right. Whereas before you just...
Yes, because I would often say, Ken, I don't even have time to read. I just don't feel inspired to share anything.
Yes. I heard that a lot.
So now I actually have time to read, and I love it. And I feel like God's...
So let's bring that to the future of this channel, because that's going to be something that you'll continue to expect. There's no change in that way in terms of the types of programming that we're going to be doing going forward. You can expect to have an Advent 5 days a week, meditations coming from us, or in Lent, the same thing, or novenas popping up here and there. We're going to continue with the prayers that we release as well, the monthly prayers. But what will be different, there is a couple things. One is Janelle will be, maybe you won't notice it, but giving more time in preparation to be able to serve you this way. The other big thing, and this is really big for us, is that we're hiring somebody. We're hiring a video editor, and they're starting...
the beginning of September.
Which is like right away.
That's right away. And he'll be working half-time, and he'll be in our house. So this will be a change, having another adult in here. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to be such a gift to this ministry.
Yeah. And the hope with this is that it'll free me to be able to pray more and read more and think more in terms of being able to create content to serve you better. Because you might not realize it, but what takes up a lot of time in the YouTube world like this is video editing, where you're sitting in front of a computer for hours and hours and hours, and you're just putting the video together that you just recorded. And it's a huge chunk of my time. So if you're not aware, this is what I do with full-time hours. Like, it's putting up the lights, it's checking the sound, it's color grading, it's editing, it's producing the content. And I'm very grateful. But what I'm really passionate about is the content. Being able to give you a message to help people live the Catholic life. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm really passionate about. So now I can maybe step away a little bit from that video editing and be able to serve you more effectively. But the other thing is that because of that, we're going to increase the long form content, meaning that we'll be having people coming into our home where we have a discussion, we interview them. And this is in addition to what you see on Wednesdays with Janelle and I. So I just always had this idea of having ordinary people with extraordinary stories coming in and sharing what God has done in their life. And so that is just around the corner. And I feel like we've been moving towards that for a while. We built a studio, but then all of a sudden realized, well, I just don't have the time to do more than what we're already doing. Mm-hmm. So I want to thank you who watch. We wish to thank you, our supporters, because you have allowed us to get to this point. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be a new chapter, but I think it's going to be a beautiful chapter because it's in addition to what you are already accustomed to. Mm-hmm. Do you have some more thoughts with this?
No, I just, just such gratitude for all of you who pray for us, for our family, and for just those who support us financially to help us continue to build the kingdom of God, because that's truly the mission.
Yeah, because you are part of this work. Mm-hmm. I like to think, I think it was Mother Teresa that said, what I can do something that you can't do, but you can do something that I can't do. But together, we can do something beautiful for God. So thank you for being a part of that.